What is this called? Yeah, I wasn't going to go live, but why the heck not? I'm just trying to make some videos. Maybe you guys can watch me make a couple of videos. Just trying to do some unboxings. Hey, Scott. Oh, can you guys even hear me? I got to get this closer, probably. I'm creating the very simple thumbnail I do. I just got done recording an unboxing of a watch that Mimo sent me. So that should be loading. Yep, there it is. I still have to do some editing on it, but this will get this part done. Yeah. Probably going to be a short live just because I got like this scratch. I think I'm getting like nasal drainage and I'm getting like this scratchy throat, so it's bugging me. But I'm trying to load up some videos. So while I'm doing that, I'll chat with you guys for a little bit. I just got done doing the unboxing on this very cool white dial Hamilton sent in by Mimo. So I gotta put all that over here. And then I already wrote it up on the board. Oh, let's see here. Hey, I like this. Eric said he's wearing his Random Rob notice all month. That is awesome. That's some dedication. And that is a proper way to do a honeymoon. See, I can already feel a cough building up. That is some delicious cough medicine. Anonymous Watch Guy says, was watching whiskey videos. I'm an anonymous whiskey guy now. So actually, I know Bruzel's about to go live at 9, and then for the whiskey or bourbon guys, Todd, actually, I'm getting ready to open your watch right now, so I'll probably do that here in a moment. But I was actually watching a live stream.
Have a great time there.
I gotta turn this volume down. Yeah, I was just doing. I think I can share this. I don't know why it would matter. So I was watching these guys live. The average drinker. I don't actually subscribe to them. I can just subscribe to them. There, I subscribe to them. They're doing a live stream right now. Smaller channel. I mean, it's pretty decent size actually for a whiskey review type channel or bourbon review. They probably do other liquors too, but about 9,000 subscribers on their channel, and they're showing right there one of my favorite sippers, the Four Roses single barrel, I think is what that is. So yeah, so I watch a lot of whiskey channels. So that's streaming while I'm streaming this, and I just showed you it. So pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. I mean, my channel is called Random Rob. I can do whatever the heck I want. I could share some bourbons, and I have a bourbon collection. You can kind of see it over here. And so all these cubbies are all full of bourbon. So let's see here. Are we still good? Did it freeze? It might have froze. Am I frozen? Or you guys can hear me still? Oh, you can hear me. Okay. It was a little weird there for a second. Eric says, but on the back it says not for resale. That was just a little Easter egg. because a lot of us are serial flippers, and I know that that watch is going to get traded, it's going to get sold, it's going to get flipped, all that good stuff, and that's okay. I just wanted to put that on the back because if somebody's going to take pictures of it and everything, and then they go to post it up or whatever, they're going to go like, "Wait a minute, I'm not allowed to sell this or something." That's kind of weird. So, um, so yeah. Anyway, I was started to say like I could do tasting notes and everything, but the tasting notes they would be too bizarre. Like everyone talks about they put their nose in it and they smell it and they say, "Oh, caramel and cherry and vanilla." Like I would be like, "Ah, smells like I'm getting a buzz," And then I would take a sip. Mm. Tastes like I want to go streaking through the quad. Like my tasting notes would be different than anybody else's tasting notes. That's all I'm saying. And they wouldn't be of any value to anybody else. So like I mean, clearly I can say, if I like the way something tastes or not. And I would probably figure out a way to say something because like most of the Buffalo Trace or the Sazerac Buffalo Trace bourbons all kind of have a similar tasting note to it. Whereas, then you get into, like this Henry McKenna or some of the other ones, they're I don't know what the proper way would be. Um, they're less fruity and more dessert like, I guess. I don't know because I'm not a big fan of fruits but I do like the way the Buffalo Trace stuff. See, I wouldn't know how to formulate my tasting notes. I would have to figure that out. Yeah, so this one this smells more creamy with like still sweetness, but like marshmallow sweet, not like fruit sweet. So what bourbon am I right now? I'm sipping on. It's for medicinal purposes only, but I'm sipping on this Henry McKenna Bottle and Bond 10-year. So my local store had this. They had a ton of them. And no one was buying them. And I went back and I finally grabbed one. Thankfully, I did because I went back a couple days later and I was talking to my contact there, and he's like, "Yeah, some guy came in and said, 'Holy cow, you have the Henry McKennas,' and he bought all of them, which there was probably 20 bottles there, which those aren't like cheap. They're like $60 or something. So yeah, the McKenna 10 is excellent. I would totally rebuy that if I see a bottle of that sitting on the shelf. So I go pretty much anywhere I go on a trip or anywhere, like just locally, I'll swing by and I'll just see what bottles are on the shelf. Bourbon hunting is kind of fun, and it's more fun than hunting for Pokemon for sure. So now I need to open some more boxes here, but we got to do. Oops, sorry, I bumped that. Widowed Jane 13-year. I haven't tried any of the Widow Jane. I think the other issue is I use a lot of the YouTube video reviewers to kind of see if I'm going to maybe like it or not. And that might be a mistake, although it has worked to my favor so far. I have not stumbled across something that I absolutely hated. And I'm sure I've avoided some things that I probably would not like. So I have to do this unboxing with my camera, and I'll do it here in a moment. But there's the Fortis hat, and then a Fortis watch with a box. This is a one that my rich friend Todd just sent over, which yeah, I'm wearing. Todd's waiting for his Colorado watch. So excuse me one moment while I do the unboxing on this, because I'm trying to work over here, guys. This was another reason why I was gonna not do this live stream. I'm trying to work. This is work over here. So if you bear with me for a moment, I know the light's overexposed because of the way it's coming in, but whatever, we'll deal with it. So this is how I do unboxing, guys. All right, guys, another unboxing here. I have a Fortis with the Fortis hat for some extra swag. My rich friend Todd sent this over for, you guessed it, a Sunday Funday. However, I don't really have a bunch of other watches for Sunday Funday. So if this is a watch that you want, go ahead and hit me up, and I'll label it down below in the description if it's still available or not. But this is the F41. I have the F39. I know a lot of people are torn between which one to purchase, the F41 or the F39. There's really no wrong choice. They're pretty close to size, but if your wrist can support it, a lot of people would argue that you want to go with the larger size option. Now, underneath this, it's a little difficult to pull off. They'll have the extra links for the watch and, of course, the proper screwdriver for sizing. Or more importantly, if you end up getting a leather strap, it's for pulling off these screws. Now, when you pull off these screws, I forget what orientation it is, but one of them is like a keeper screw. You need to remove that one first, and then you can remove the bar. I boogered mine up a little bit by doing it the wrong way. So let me wind this up. Actually, I'll put all the information down below as far as how it tests out on the Timegrapher and all of that good stuff. But I do want to show you something really quick. I love I know Fortis has done a bunch of other colorways of this modern Flieger, but I would say this original one is still my favorite. I love the green tones to the lume, and then that high bright orange contrast that isn't lumed but shows up really well with the UV light. The other little trick this thing has, and I want to show you in case you didn't know, is on the date change, when you get to the number 13, it's color matched. So it's also in that high vis orange red, and I just passed it. Well, we'll just go back around, because if I screw it up, then let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. So nice little trick. Easter egg or something, whatever you want to call it. And then you have, of course, the bi-directional 12-hour bezel. So, and then, will that one die on me? Oh, there it goes. You can see how bright, maybe you can, maybe you can't. See how bright that all gets. So, shut off this and this, and I'll show you the lume. There you go. So if you want this watch, I'll give you a heck of a deal. Thanks for watching. So that's how I do the unboxing, and then I got to take a picture. I'll go through the whole process. So then I have to take like a thumbnail, which for unboxing, I usually just hold the watch like so. And then I'll make the unboxing, and then I can turn that on there. And that maybe is a little bit better for the lighting. So then I go in, I do this all right on my phone. I go into iMovie, find the video, click on it, highlight it, up the audio. Otherwise, people complain that they can't hear me. And then export it. And then I load it to YouTube, just like that. Yeah, I'm not on split screen. I was making a video. You just watched me make a video. I was working while I was working. I was double dipping. I was getting double time. Holy cow. Did someone look that up? I have 3,601 videos on YouTube. I don't really keep track of that. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I was doing MTV Unplugged. Yeah, so I did a Citizen video, and then I did a couple unboxings. I needed to get that one done, and then I have one more to do. I may or may not do that one on the live stream too. If you guys are interested, I could do another one. But hey, do I have any Fortis laying around? Well, yes, I have this one laying around. It just came in, the F41. The F41, and it's in nearly perfect shape. I would say there's a couple of scratches on the clasp or whatever, but not a big deal. And I do need to throw it on the Timegrapher, which I can do right meow. Let me just move a couple things out of the way. Fire up the watch polygraph. What titanium watch did Nate Dogg get? I see Nate Dogg is here with his fancy titanium watch. What watch was that? Did I miss it? Yeah, Long Island John's the watch polygraph. The old Timegrapher, I labeled it the watch polygraph. So it's the truth will set you free. Once you go on the Timegrapher, you cannot go to wrist shots. All right, you're gonna make me work. Bean Boy. Okay, that video is loaded. Aaron's. Oh, what the heck is that? All right, you guys got to see this. I'm gonna throw it up here. So there's this guy here. I have no idea what that is, and I can't zoom in anymore. That is a crazy case. That's very retro. I'm assuming that's an older watch too. Love the offset crown too. And I don't know the brand, so old school Bertucci. But is it Bertucci or Bertucci? I don't know how to say it. You can't do double time unless it's after 8 hours after an 80-hour weekend. You got to take a lunch before a fifth hour, no overtime unless it's pre-approved, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm a union employee, so I can take vacation and then work overtime after the shift. And that's only time and a half, but let's see. I got the Fortis on the, yeah, it's going to be flatline. Amplitudes 322, 0 beat errors. I got to let it settle in, but it's a little, it's running positive right now, but once it settles in, how do I shut the, I can shut the sound off and let it run back there. Oh, what else is in wrist shots that I haven't seen? There's a Yama. That's a clean looking Yama. Aaron's Watches has. It's hard to beat a Trosca. I know there's, okay, so I got to get this video loading. I'm not very good at multitasking. It's impossible to unboxing, Fortis, F41. That's good enough to get it loaded. Oh, looks like Fedora Gent's calling dibs. He wants that watch, Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg doesn't sell, though. Or very rarely does he sell. Tennessee Mike's wearing the Random Rob Notice. Steph picked up the Notice Canyon. I got mine right here. Awesome watch. Yeah, it looks like that Fortis F. There's that cough. F41's running about plus 4 seconds fast. Nice looking Oris. What else is going on in the Discord? Rides. What is that? Motor Trend 660 is the RS6 Avant GT. Very cool. It's hard to read that, but yeah, all these, it's still even settling in. It's even dropping a little bit. It'll be flatline the longer I let it sit. Celine Driver says, go check out his unboxing of the Random Rob Notice video. Dane, I have not watched that yet. I need to. I will. but I just haven't gotten around to it. Fedora Jet says it was weird wearing the watch and watching it. Hey, that is funny. I don't even have mine yet. You guys all have your random Rob notice deep. I don't even have mine yet. I'm waiting on it. So hopefully I'll have it soon. And let's see here. It says I'm live. All right, so I got most of my videos done. Now we can have a quick talk if you guys want. We're 20 minutes in. I'm not going to stay on too long because oh, you know what we need to look up? We need to look up. It's like Jonathan got his 2 days ago. I know I'll get mine soon. They were waiting. The case backs were numbered, individually instead of being. This is why I think some brands don't like to do those individual case back numbers. But the two that I reserved, number one and number two, the case backs were held up in customs, so I won't have them right away. So they're waiting on the case back. So I want to look real quick if anybody wants to know. If you're not in the Discord, you don't know this, but we do a theme of the day, and it's a week-long thing, and it helps you pick a watch that maybe you don't typically pick. So this week it looks like Monday today was favorite tool watch. Tomorrow's world timers or GMTs. So I don't have any. Well, I do have world timers because I have the Casio World Time. I might wear that. I have a custom one of those. Maybe I'll wear that. I haven't worn it in a while. See, gives you a good excuse to pull out some watches you haven't typically worn. Wednesday will be high visibility watch. That's easy. I got some bright orange watches. Thursday is going to be solar powered. I just opened up my new Vice 2.0 from Fair and Sweat. That is the bubblegum one. That is solar powered. I'm going to wear that. Friday is going to be a grab and go watch. That'll be my opportunity to wear either the MRG Square or even the 5610. I haven't worn either one of those in a while. Saturday, military style watch. I have a drawer full of them. I can wear a Sagan, or a Marathon, maybe. That's actually a military issue watch, so maybe I'll do that. Sunday, red, yellow, burgundy, or gold dial. I have a red Vostok. I have a yellow Seiko. I don't think I have any burgundy. I'm not sure if I have any gold dials, so I'll probably wear my yellow dial SK or 5KX GMT. I haven't worn that in a while, so I know what I'm going to pretty much wear. So let's see. Random Rob is at a bottle of Woodford. I do have a bottle of Woodford back here. It is. I got boxes everywhere. It's a double oak. I do like sipping on the Woodford Reserve double oak, so I do have that. But there's some really great bottles back there too. That one's pretty like normal, like that's accessible. It's pretty normal on the shelf. I don't remember how much it costs, but around 60, I think. What is a good timegrapher to purchase and easy to use for a hobbyist? I will show you. Let's switch. Now, the easy thing I could do would be give you, an Amazon affiliate link. But, nope, it's not Esslinger, it's eBay. But I'm going to say don't actually buy it on Amazon, and I would go over to eBay and just search up Timegrapher 1900. Now let me find the seller that I purchased mine from, because I've purchased 3 of them from him, and he was a great seller, super fast. It's Wonder Fine. How do I find the? Can I do this? Is it this guy? Nope, it's not that guy. Is it this guy? Nope. How do I find the... Can I do it that way? No, I cannot. Did is that okay? You got yours from them too. Okay, so Fedora Jet just gave the thing. So it's that seller, which I cannot click on the link. But yeah, it's you want the Timegrapher 1900. I mean, you could pick a different seller, but Fedora Jet ordered from them. I've ordered like 3 of them from them, and they were totally fine. His price was $209.89. It says this seller's away till February 19th. So, and they're almost gone. So he might sell out. So just, try to find one that's USA stock with, like this guy right here might be fine. Hereby it's 98.4% or positive. That's pretty good. It's less than what I paid. It's USA stock. Yeah, on Amazon they're like $250. So, yeah, if you can find just find a good seller on eBay. Get the 1900. That's the one I use. Oh, it's still running actually, and it does the trick. That's what I would go with. That's what a lot of people. You can get the cheaper one. I think you can get the 1000 series for around. I don't know how much the 1000 series is. Yeah, the 1000 series is like 170. Just spend the extra $30 and get the 1900. It's got a bigger screen. It's got color. It's stuff that doesn't really matter, but it's just a little bit nicer, easier to read unit. The function exactly the same. It's the same computer and everything inside. It's just the display is different. That's it. So get the 1900. That's my advice. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon, but don't spend the extra money. Just get it on eBay. Esslinger doesn't have it, so my son just texted me. He's got all of the hardware. He's trying to build a sim racer thing, and he's doing it like on the cheap, which is kind of funny to watch him do it. He's going to put all this time and money into this thing, and I know he's not going to end up being happy with it. He's going to do something different. But thanks, Nate Dogg. Oh, speaking of Nate Dogg, I just ordered new hats. So in the last hats I did, this is a Richardson 112. And the hats I did before, which Nate, you have one, was the 115. So I'm going to do a series of the 112, but it's very similar, except for this one's a little bit lower profile. I think it wears nice. I'm going to do the all black like I did on the last one, but then I'm going to do another one where it's the Random Rob logo. So the actual, so if you look at, where's all my pictures? So if you look at my logo, like it's just that, right? It's overexposed, but so it'll have orange stitching, and then it'll be white RR, and then the hat will be black. So they're not going to do very many of them. There's only going to be, I think, 36 of each one, and then I don't know that I'm going to do them again. I think I'm going to reserve the right to do the all black again, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If anyone's interested in one, you can send me an email, but it'll be a few weeks before I have them. I'll bring some of them to the Baltimore DC district time meetup, which actually we should probably We should probably cover that. District. What is this? Ultra Sane. I have a lightly used Tudor Pelly FXD MN23 that I want to move. Can I send it to you shipped from Malaysia for review and sale? I doubt it. Not from Malaysia. That's just too not. I don't. I'd have to like. You'd have to send it to me. The shipping's gonna be expensive. Then I have to somehow get it to an authorized dealer to have them authenticate it before I could even do anything with it. And I just don't have the time. So it would have to come to the United States, get authenticated, then I would potentially be able to sell it. And I'm going to sell it below market on top of that. So it logistically doesn't make any sense to do it. So district time is coming soon, guys. We are a little less than a month away. It's on Saturday, Sunday, March 2nd and 3rd. Saturday is going to be the busiest day, but I'll be there both days. Open to the public, March 2nd, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, March 3rd, 11 to 4 p.m. And then I'm going to bounce. I'm going to be out of there probably 4, just before 4, and start headed back home because it's like a 14-hour drive. And yes, I am driving. Let's see. Larry says, I hope I can pick up a random Rob notice at DC District time. I did have Wes and Cullen hold back some of them, Larry. So there will be some there. If you want to pick one up, just meet up with me first before we go. I'm going to switch. I know you're not supposed to do this, but I'm going to switch over. This stuff is super good too. Let me switch back. For the bourbon drinkers out there, if you can get this holiday soft red wheat bottle and bond, this stuff is probably the best. It's a twist cap too. It's probably the best twist cap bourbon out there. I know it's a bold statement, but and I haven't tried them all, so I'm really talking out of line. But it's delicious. And if there's any stout drinkers out there, I scored these yesterday. This is the Goose Island Bourbon Finish Stout from 2023. I have the 30th anniversary one, which I think is from 2022. And then I have 2 bottles of this. It's not going to be my favorite thing to drink, but I know they're kind of rare. They're kind of hard to find, so I just randomly stumbled across them. So I figured I'd pick them up, give them a try, or if maybe I have company over one day and they want to try them, they can try them. So, all right, let's go back to district time. Let's look at the brands, shall we? So 2024 lead sponsor is Alan and his lovely wife at Tsao Baltimore watches, which I just bought. I'm going to get distracted here. I want to show you this. I just picked up this. He just released it today. It's the Natty Bow Moon, and it's on pre-order. You can get different colors. Nope. We want to go there. So you can see here you have the black dial, orange dial, purple dial, and a white dial. Literally almost all the other dial colors are probably better options than the orange, but you can clearly guess that I bought the orange one. They are quartz. It is a moon phase, but with the Matty Bow, legendary marketing, one-eyed mustache dude, and the mustache is on the balance of the seconds hand as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. The finishing looks great on it. It's still a Tsao Baltimore watch, so it's going to be really good. Chris YZ80 says, yeah, y'all need some crabs. The white dial, I think the black one would be the safe. The white dial would be the clear leader, I think, in the purchasing. I could be wrong because a lot of these are going to be sold in and around Baltimore in the Baltimore Orioles, orange. It's, the orange dial works really well. And they're only making, I think, 40 of each one. Yeah, it's called Camden Orange from Camden Yard. So Raven Purple, the black, and then the Polar White. So I did pick up the orange one. Pre-order special. I didn't even use the code. I paid full price. I didn't even see the code. I paid $350. I am a sucker. So I don't care. Alan's awesome. I love what he's doing. I love his story. I love his journey. So I have no problem paying full price. It's I'm excited to. Why does it say 410? I thought they were only making. Did I read that wrong? I thought they were only making 40. Oh, it's 410. I'll just go back to drinking because I was excited when I thought there was 40 of them. Now there's 410. I think it's fine. 40 of them was a ridiculously low number anyway. I did buy the orange one. I paid full price. I'm a sucker. Let's move on. Okay. So anyway, Tsao is the lead sponsor. You're welcome. I helped you be the lead sponsor, Alan. Appreciate that. 410 is the Baltimore area code. Thanks, Bean Boy, even though you're in Pennsylvania. So what is a natty bow? So Dr. Bob says that Rob will pay over retail for orange. Slightly true. So Natty Bow was literally just a marketing ad campaign done with a beer that was called a National Bohemian Beer, and they struggled and went out of business and all that stuff, but they were massively. It was actually the first beer that. Well, here you go. YZ80 says it's kind of like the Baltimore Budweiser. It was the number one selling beer in the Baltimore area, and it was the first beer that was sold at the ballpark. So it was like it was the main beer for that area. It was like their Budweiser, right? Yeah, right there. Todd says it's the classic Maryland beer called National Bohemian. It's funny because there was a guy that actually bought the Natty Bow marketing rights later, and then he's been selling the merch. He owns the rights to that. So because the company's not really in business anymore. Was it good? I don't know. I've never tried it. I think you can still get it. I think another brand has re-released it. Todd says no, it was cheap. So it was probably like Natural Light or whatever. Like it was probably just a beer. It was just a beer. So was it good? No, but it's a beer, right? All right, let's go back to the district time. So Bespoke, there's some other sponsors here. So Bespoke Watch Canopy was there. My buddy Mac, who's also in my Discord and also like just a cool young man to hang out with. Love his story. Love hanging out with him. So definitely going to hang out with Mac. Christopher Ward's going to be there. Michael Pearson will be there. My good buddy Michael Pearson, formerly employed at Fossil, working under the Zodiac line. Now over at Christopher Ward, tearing it up. That's where he belongs all along. So Formex will be there. Marcus and his buddies and the whole crew and everything. Stella's going to be there, who I keep talking to, and we keep saying that they're going to send me a watch, and then they don't send me a watch. And I say, hey, you're going to send me a watch? And they say, yes, we're going to send you a watch, and then they never send a watch. And then you got Traska John, or Traska's doing good things. Vortic Watch, Colorado Watch. RT's going to be there. I'm not sure how to say that. Xenia. I'll just drink more. I think it's fine. McDowell Time, the Time Bum, that's the organizers. They're great guys making this all happen, because this is like a passion project. This isn't like for profit necessarily like Wind Up is. There's nothing wrong. I have no problem with profit. I have no problem with Wind Up. They do great things, but that's not what this event is, and you can kind of feel that. You can feel that vibe. Axia Time, Bourbon Watch Company. I'll drink to that. Bremore, Canopy, Christopher Ward. Circula is going to be there. Colorado Watch Company, of course, because RT is going to be there. Dufresne's coming in all the way from Texas. Delma, Dryden, Jerry will be there. That's pretty cool. East Stolman Watch Company, I'm not familiar with. Fair and Swit, that's Adam, my buddy. Just sent me over the bubble gum, and I have his hat and everything. Awesome stuff. Formex Heim's going to be there. Working with them now. They're sending me over a couple of cool watches to video. Havana or something like that. Jack Mason's going to be there. That's always good to see them. Little Treasure will have a little display there. Loki Laurier is going to be there. That last Laurier watch I bought is such a banging watch. It's awesome. Maryland Watch Works, McDowell Time, Notice. Of course, the Notice guys are going to be there. Ocean Crawler is going to be there. Richard Harvey's going to be there. Swiss Watch Company. It's a full lineup, guys. This is super, super exciting. Tipsum, Unit Design, Vario, Visitor Watch. That's Philip or Phil. He'll be there. I have 2 Visitor watches, and I have, what was the other watch we were just talking about? Oh, the Hamilton. I have no Hamiltons, and I have 2 Visitor. This is going to be the year. 2024 for me is going to be the year of brand building and collabs and getting back to just being a watch enthusiast. That's what I'm mostly excited about. Still waiting to strike rich. Damn, Powerball never hits Colorado. Do you guys even have the Powerball? Let's see. Tim will be headed to Florida that week. That's probably a better direction to go if I'm complete. I love the show. Don't get me wrong, but like Tim, I would be totally fine with going to hang out in Florida for the weekend or something. Ray J says, "Holiday rocks. Proud it is Missouri." Seriously, I was shocked. I picked this up when I was visiting my son over in Wisconsin. How is my cough? The cough medicine is helping. Thanks, Floridian. So the holiday juice, I only bought 1 bottle. Hopefully they don't sell out because they had quite a bit there. But the more people realize it, they're going to go get it. It kind of has a little bit of a peanut butter or peanut flavor to it, but I really like peanuts, so it really works for me. And it's that soft red wheat. You know, I'm discovering I like wheated bourbons. So let's see here. Ocean crawlers are cool looking. Let's see. Ocean crawlers are cool looking. Want to check them out one day. Brendan, I want to see their new super thin 500-meter water depth rated watch. That one's going to be awesome. Hopefully, what's the owner's name? I'm so bad with remembering names. Anyway, hopefully he'll have that watch there because I don't think it's in production yet, but he'll probably have some prototypes there. Thank you, Chris. It's Kristen. I didn't want to guess, but I was close. I was really close, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, I hung out with Kristen and Ty from Tyler's Photography down in the whiskey bar of the hotel I stayed at last year. I'm staying in a different hotel this time, but that's all within walking distance. So it's not difficult to just bounce around and just get a different perspective, different places. Any watches you're planning to pick up at the show? Well, I just bought that Tsao today, or pre-ordered. I mean, I don't really have any solid picks. I'm definitely gonna keep my mind open. What is over there? Let me look again here. I want to look at that Ocean Crawler for sure. There's some new Notice watches that are going to be coming out soon that I'm going to be looking at. Delma's really cool. I don't know if Canopy will have any prototypes yet, but they're working on a new release. I'm curious to see what Dufresne has. And then I've been kind of wanting to get a Formex. I mean, this could be the trip that I get a Formex, potentially. We'll see if something speaks to me. So, yeah, that's going to be a trend, Eric. We're going to see that on most micro brands. So one way or another, you're going to see different styles and options for those. Most mid to upper micro brands, even some of the lower cost ones, are going to have to just follow suit. They're going to have to go that way. Char says Calumet 8-year was great. Picked up the 15-year. Yet to try it. I haven't tried any from that brand yet. So drink of choice. I started with the Henry McKenna Bottle and Bond 10-year, and then I just switched over to the Holiday Soft Red Wheat Bottle and Bond. I don't know. Is there an age statement on that? Oh, 6-year. Yeah, it does say 6-year on that. And I would say the Henry McKenna is a good. The Henry McKenna would be almost like the ideal bourbon to warm up with. It's very approachable, very easy to drink, and it kind of like. There's probably a couple others like there's some Four Roses and stuff that I would put in that category, or even just some Buffalo Trace or whatever. It would get you kind of like dialed in a little bit, so your first drink isn't your one that you want to like really savor and get the tasting notes from. But switching over to this Holiday after sipping some of that Henry McKenna, this stuff is so good. Like I'm easily gonna go buy like 2 or 3 more bottles of it and try some of their other stuff too. It is all too easy to drink. Yeah, that guy right there. I think it's fine. Let's see. What is Chris saying here? Kentucky Gentleman, haven't tried it, and Old Granddad are really good. Is it the Old Grand? I haven't tried any of the Old Granddad. I know there's a few different options, but isn't one of them the 114? And no, I haven't tried Booker's. I have not. I don't know that I mean, at some point I will. Isaac, Rob, you still own Hamilton. I literally just talked about that in the unboxing I did. I did sell my bronze one. I don't want to say regret, but I really enjoyed that watch. I really enjoyed that watch. But I did just get in this white dial khaki explorer type watch from Mimos, and I could see this watch landing on my wrist. Now, the leather strap I'm sure is really good, but I would want something more supple. I'd want something to break in. That's almost too rugged feeling, so it would need to be broken in a little bit. Oh god, now we're talking bourbon. Booker's is spicy. I'm okay with a little bit of spice once in a while. It's not my favorite. It's totally funny, but it took tons of lives for me to see it. It's just chilling out. There's a bunch of little. I mean, if you look just to the over there, there's a bottle. This bottle right here, super hard to get. It's Colonel E.H. Taylor single barrel store pick. So that one's super hard to get. I think I have like 3 bottles of Blanton's. I know that stuff's hard to get, but it's a hype bottle. I mean, I would say the E.H. Taylor's a hype bottle, but that stuff is delicious. Like it is actually really good. So I don't know that that's so much as a hype bottle. The Eagle Rare, I remember drinking that when it was like $30 a bottle, and it still kind of is like 36 or something now. And I have 4 bottles. That's plenty. I don't need any more of that. That's not my favorite sipper. I'm finding that I like at least the Bottle and Bond, which is 100 proof. I like that level. I think there's way more flavors that come to it. And I do like maybe even a little bit higher proof. Now I do have some stuff that's around the 130 proof. That's got some bite. That's got some bite. If you're not prepared for that, then it will bite you in the ass. So Weeby says, go smooth, Basil Hayden. I've had Basil Hayden. It's not my favorite. I do have 1 bottle of dark rye. I typically don't really care for rye, but I do have a bottle of dark rye back there that I'll open at some point. YZ80 says, I guess maybe neat drinkers like the higher proofs. Probably, I think once you establish some sort of ability to, pull out those tasting notes, I think, yeah, you need to be 100 or a little above. I have a bunch of 90 proof stuff, um, and it's fine. It's okay, but it's it's just now it almost seems bland. They're still good sippers, but they're probably better mixers. We're talking bourbon now, Dane. Sorry. Eric says I have a dessert pecan praline bourbon for sipping. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, I mean flavored. Is a lot of bourbon enthusiasts or hardcore enthusiasts will go super snob mode, and they're like anti-flavored whiskeys or bourbons. I mean, technically, if it's flavored, it's probably not really a bourbon, but I guess so. Um, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, that's some of the stuff they got me into it. So, what is Ocean and Rob have in common? He don't have is he's still making videos, right? I haven't watched any of his videos in a long time. I know I know he will have a drink once in a while. Let's see. Chris says I found Basil Hayden to be bland like that, and it's 86 proof. Lately, I've been on Michter's. I have not tried Michter's either, and I've heard good things from some of their bottles. I definitely have to get more of that. That stuff is so good. Yeah, and I just sip a little bit, Dane, like because I'm on BP meds too, and like I'm like the heaviest I've ever been. I don't know, kind of chunky. In case you guys didn't know, I'm like definitely the heaviest I've been. So I'm trying to like drop weight too. So drinking is definitely not a good way to lose weight. Tube says, I look forward to this all week. Makes my Monday. Thanks for joining me. I almost didn't do the live. I had this scratch in my throat and I almost couldn't do it. Dr. Bob says, Carlos Rossi mixed 50-50 with Mountain Dew tastes great. Pretty much everything tastes good with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew just tastes good. Wild Turkey 12-year, looking good. Chunky, you're not chunky. That makes me myself. Listen, I'm not used to being this big. Like my clothes are just not feel like I gotta drop weight. I gotta drop at least 10 pounds before I go to DC just because I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm like uncomfortably big. So yeah, I need to I'll probably just quit drinking for the rest of the month. Yeah. Just checked, yes, listed as whiskey and it's 70 proof. Ozempic knocked my weight way down. Oh yeah, there you go. Carlos Rossi, Burgundy. Okay, Mountain Dew was originally created to be a chaser for whiskey. Is that true? Todd, you would actually know. You're kind of a mixologist. Hey, Travis is here from Trap Vision 3D. We're just talking a little bit about watches. Mostly Invictas. No, we haven't talked about Invicta at all. I do own one Invicta, though. Trap Vision has a YouTube channel. Go check it out. He does some live streams, quite a few live streams, and talks all about a lot of different watches. And he has an extensive knowledge on Invictas and the surrounding brands. All right, I'm going to pour one more sip and then we can look at some watches. I'm going to switch it up. And again, I know this is like, you should not do this in the same glass, but I'm going to switch up to Maker's Mark 101. This is the limited release 101 proof. Bottled at a higher proof. And it's also a screw top, which is pretty cool. Okay, just a little. Don't. It was going to drip down on the table. I don't want that. A little bit of cologne. Okay, there we go. A little bit of bourbon cologne. Okay. Any watches on the table? I didn't even set up that camera because I was doing my videos. No. I don't even have a watch on. I was wearing that G-Shock Um, so typically I'm not a fan of Maker's Mark, but when you get into the 101, it's actually good. Yeah, my rich friend Todd is right. I do have, it's actually on the Timegrapher. It's right here. A Fortis F41 available for purchase, running at plus 5 seconds in near perfect condition. $1,500. Comes with a hat. Okay. Well, I mean, I was doing videos, Dr. Bob's. I hope I get out to San Francisco. I know I'm not going to go, but that was so cool meeting you just randomly at that. So, all right, let's go look at some watches. Is there some watches you guys would like to look at? All right, somebody give me a watch to look at. We're going to go look it up. Let's see, SPG. We got this guy right here. Says, let's go look at the Henry Archer. And he picked up the, oh yeah, give me all the cookies, whatever. ECRU, which one is that? This one. Is it this one? So I think this is what he picked up. And if you guys have not looked at the Henry Archer watches, do yourself a favor and check these bad boys out. They are freaking awesome. Excellent build quality, beautiful colors, well made, and very approachable on the price point. Look, there's only 2 left. They're $500. I don't know if there's any discount codes, but there's that cough. Let me get some cough syrup here. That is so good. If you guys like bourbon, you got to push higher. I know, like maybe I did it too. I started out with the lower 90 proof stuff. Push higher to the 100 and a little above. Way better flavors. Okay. Oh, hold on. Aiden says, just me or they look straight out of the San Martin factory. I have some San Martins, and they're better than San Martin, but I get where you're coming from. There's diminishing return after. If you're only going to hyper focus on San Martin, then you're only going to buy San Martins, because the value that those brands give you is impossible to top. But for more money, you do get marginally better watches. And that's where this one jumps in. Yes, it's more money. It is better, but marginally better. Chris, have you had Rabbit Hole? I've went down many rabbit holes, but I have not tried Rabbit Hole. I will. I'm just not there yet. So, yeah, these Henry Archers are great looking watches. Looks like a Doofa. Maybe. Let's see. Was there any other? I'm scrolling back up to see if there was the new Longines. Fedora Gent says Seiko SB. I'll look this up, because I am a Seiko fanboy. SBSC. It's funny you post up that part number and I know it's a Seiko. Noman has it. I'm not going to click on Noman. I will click on Sakura or Japan Select. Looks like I've clicked on Japan Select before. Actually, Trifecta probably has this. And I have a new connection with Trifecta. Filter. Seiko. Nope. Stop giving me pop-ups. Apply. Seiko. Apply. Oh, just be there. I don't want to search for you. Just be there. You should be right in the front. We're just scrolling here. Just scrolling. Come on, trifecta. Don't let me down. Are you going to have it? Are you going to have it? They sent me the black dial one. I'm assuming they have the white dial one. They have everything else. Why would they not have that? I mean, technically it's a 5 sports, so it should be in this section. Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. There's the black dial one, and then there's the all black one. Do you have the white dial? No, you don't. Why don't you have the white dial? Because the white dial one's... They have a black dial one. I quit. I give up. Oh. White dial is JDM limited. Fine. The JDMs only. There. That's why you're only going to see it in the Japan sales. Sold out everywhere. It says only one left. Add to cart. Is that not the white one? Or is that the black one? I don't want it anyway. No, that's the black one. Yeah, they're sold out everywhere. Okie dokie. All right. Oh, I got to show you guys this. I know you guys are probably giving me things to look at. But did you see the new straps from Strap Habit? Not mystery strap, not 10% off. You're going to use a random Rob code anyway. Check these out. So these colors, these new camos, Dane, look away. Dane, look away. The colors go all the way through. So that's why it looks kind of different. It's very cool colorways. But the color goes all the way through the strap. It's not just printed on the top like their other camos. So I'm really super stoked about these. I need to place my order. Look at that orange camo. Holy crap, that looks good. Dane, look away. This is not for you, Dane. Go take an intermission. Go to the bathroom. Now is your time to take that break. And look at this one. Oh, that is so killer. I almost want winter to come back, just for like a week or something. I don't want like a full blown winter. But these are killer. These are absolutely killer. I can tell even Dane is like a little bit going like, maybe those are actually kind of cool. See, I knew it. Dane says not bad. Boom. We got him right there. We got him. Nope, he said ick, but nope, it's not bad. I got you. You said it's not bad. I'm working on it, Todd. I'm working on it. You and I might be the only ones that buy them, but yeah, Trap Vision likes it. Go get it, Travis. Those are cool. Those are very cool. I'm going to order some up. I'm going to get a video. Black and white is not bad. Dane likes the black and white. There you go. The rest are ick. That one's pretty clean. I get it. And then this part here, if you turn it sideways, doesn't it kind of look like the outline from that character, the weird like prehistoric squirrel from, what was that cartoon? Shoot. Where he goes and looking for his nut and everything. Doesn't that kind of look like the outline of his head? I don't know what the character's name was. That's the squirrel. The white would look good on orange, but the orange would look even better on everything. What is that? The Maker's Mark 101? That's good. Yema GMT. They look great. Never owned one Yema yet. I like Yema, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm not a fan. It's hit or miss with me with Yamaha. Like I just had one on that Wristmaster one. Ah, thank you, Dwight. Dwight, you knew exactly. You know why Dwight knows? Because he's got a little boy, and he knows. What is it? I forget what that movie's called, but um, you named your car after him. Yeah, it's Sid, the prehistoric squirrel going after his nut. That's what that looked like on there. Maybe I had too much to drink. That's a good looking watch. That is a good looking watch. I'm not gonna lie. Why would I? Yamaha makes good looking watches. I love the bracelet on it and everything, but I don't know. I'd have to handle it. That's an eagle. Dane says it's an eagle. It's one of those ink blot things. When you open up the picture, it looks like. Oh, Dwight says the HRV steering wheel looks like Sid. I gotta go look this up. Honda HRV steer. How does that look like Sid? That looks like. Oh, I see it. These are his eyes. They're really far apart. Okay, I see it. I see it. Ice Age. Thank you, Floridian. Thank you. Okay, we got a little off topic there. GMT. How do I get over? Let's go here. Superman 500 GMT. They're $12.50 for the price point. You got 3 different colorways to choose from. It's a great looking watch. What movement did they use? They're made in France. Delivered with 2. It comes with 2 bracelets, and that's probably partly because the way this one flexes, it might not work for everybody. Let's see, movement. Stupid cough. Wet Watches is here. Wet Watches went out of business. That might be the artist formerly known as Wet Watches. What is Wet Watches? Oh, it's the previous Gen HRV? No. I still kind of see it even with that one, with the eyes being spread far apart. All right, where's the freaking movement? Here we go. So it's the in-house caliber Yamaha 3000. 29 joules. Rated power reserve 42 plus minus 10 seconds per day. I don't know. What is the movement based on? Does anybody know? Like, would they structure it after? I thought this was a short. Short has to be 60 seconds or less. Bracelet. Okay, where are we at? Yamaha rules on the flip always get the lowest price. Yeah, you kind of want to pick up a Yamaha on the flip, that's for sure. Yes, Wet Watches was based in Vegas, which is a desert. However, they've been getting a lot of rain, and they've actually even had historic flooding in Vegas over the last 12 to 18 months, like legit flooding. So, yes, it's a desert, but it's also sometimes very wet. All right, I got to get out of here. I was only going to come on for like 15, 20 minutes. You guys are killing me. Wet Watches. Okay, so thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. I think we all learned a lot today. Went through a range of emotions. Tried some. I loom what up? I don't have anything to loom. I don't. I don't have anything to loom. I can't loom anything. I'm just out of here. I'll see you guys in the next vid. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Need bourbon. Hold on. You got to say that right, Fedora Gent. We want bourbon. We don't need bourbon. If you need bourbon, then you have a problem. We want bourbon. So I'll see you guys on the next vid. Thanks for watching.